Hey everyone, in this video I want to look at what exactly we're going to be replacing with cellular agriculture. Oops, that was the wrong video. No, we're not replacing small farmers. Go support your local farmers. No, we want to replace factory farming. Factory farming is different than small-scale farming. Factory farming is where we get the majority of our meat, especially in countries like the United States or in China. Now, specifically with China, they are scaling up existing technologies and trying to use more density, artificial intelligence to make the existing technologies more efficient. So here we have a 26-story building that is going to be a factory farm. So we're going to explore that factory farm in this video. Apologies in advance for AI-generated voice. It's really the best video I could find that had the best information on this.
We're excited to have you here with us today as we explore China's 26-story pig skyscraper, the biggest single-building pig farm in the world, with a capacity to slaughter 1.2 million pigs a year. This colossal farm serves as China's solution to meet the relentless demand for pork, which is the country's most sought-after source of animal protein. As a testament to this insatiable appetite, the farm commenced operations in early October, welcoming its initial 3,700 sows into the facility. The pig farm has two buildings. Behind the operational site, an identical-looking building of equal scale is nearing completion. When fully running, they will provide a combined area of 800,000 square meters of space, with the capacity for 650,000 animals. The 4 billion yuan, $554 million, farm has gas, temperature and ventilation-controlled conditions, with animals fed through more than 30,000 automatic feeding spots at the click of a button in a central control room.
How are pigs raised in the building? The staff intelligently and accurately control the temperature, humidity, feeding and watering of each floor in the central control room, and at the same time monitor every corner of the pig house through high-definition cameras. There are dedicated passages for people, pigs, objects, materials, etc., and the environment is neat and clean. Coming here is like walking into a modern factory. In the central control room on the first floor, large and small screens display real-time information on water and power supply, temperature and humidity, feeding and other information on each floor. There is a cross-flow between the floors, and personnel must go through strict disinfection procedures before entering the venue, thereby effectively reducing the risk of disease transmission.
The big data system can record the breeding level and health status of pigs on each floor and analyze, timely adjust and optimize the feed according to the growth stage of pigs. The temperature and humidity control, feeding and water feeding of each floor have been automated, and through precise control, a better growth environment is provided. The common feature of these pig breeding buildings is high production. The 26-story pig breeding building has a maximum stock of about 300,000 pigs, and the annual slaughter volume can reach 600,000 after full production. How many people do they need to support such a large scale? After the pig breeding building is fully put into use, only 10 to 12 staff members on each floor are needed to manage the eating, drinking, and sleeping of more than 10,000 pigs. Compared with traditional farms, the production has been greatly improved. Efficiency, saving labor cost. High-rise pig farming can save land. The basis of a high degree of concentration, it is easy to realize mechanized and intelligent farming, while reducing labor costs.
This model poses challenges to the land use and safety of agricultural breeding, and puts forward higher requirements for the governance of modern agricultural and animal husbandry enterprises. How to operate buildings to raise pigs conveniently and efficiently has also brought many technological innovations and breakthroughs. In order to ensure indoor sanitation, the ground of each floor of this 26-story pig breeding building in Suzhou has a certain angle of inclination, so that after the automatic sprinkler system on the top and the cleaning pipes on the ground come out, the water can flow into the ground along the ground. Sewage discharge system, and finally into the sewage treatment center. How far high-rise pig raising can go has yet to be tested by the market. The high cost is first of all the first hurdle that high-rise pig raising must pass. Raising pigs seems to have a low threshold. Once the pigs are raised intensively, especially the construction of high-rise buildings to build modern breeding workshops, a large amount of capital will be required in the early stage.
In addition to the need for a large amount of capital investment, the public also has concerns about the disease prevention and control, sanitary conditions and the quality of pork produced by high-rise pig raising, and there are many voices of doubt. According to public information, most pig raising high-rises adopt a cement plus metal, rough room structure, and pigs can move freely in the floors. Some experts also pointed out that how to control the biological security defense line in the case of high-density pig farming is a risk point that needs to be vigilant at all times. In this regard, in order to avoid bringing bacteria and viruses into the pig raising workshop, the pig raising building is managed in closed partitions. The pig house is equipped with an intelligent disinfection system, and employees leave the park once every 2 weeks on vacation. Before re-entering, it is necessary to take a bath and disinfect 3 times. After passing through the drying and disinfection procedures, it enters the pig breeding building, and meals are provided separately by the canteen in the park.
This level of industrialized agriculture scares me quite a bit, especially with all the vaccines that are needed for the pigs, which I don't think were talked about in this video. Full video is in the link. Such intense farming of animals is going to bring a lot of disease. Again, and I've said this before, it's like when you're building a website. If you build a website for 10,000 people and you have 1 million people that come to your website's going to crash. So you can't do the same thing that you can't build it the same way if you want 10,000 people to come to your website or if you want 1 million people to come to your website. You have to do something completely different. You have to use different technologies. So we can feed cows slightly differently. Hopefully we can capture some of the methane. We can use artificial intelligence to try and cramp animals into even closer quarters. We can use existing factory farming technologies and try and make them even more efficient, which is what a lot of the solutions are today. Or we can completely rethink how we grow our meat. Instead of just tweaking certain things to try and make the existing technologies more efficient, we can build a whole new technology that is radically more efficient. That's what we have with cellular agriculture. That is the goal that we have with cellular agriculture. We're not there yet. We still need to invest in these technologies and build these technologies, but over time, if we can do that, we're looking at 50 to 80 to 90% reductions in resource use. And we can't get that level of reduction just by taking some cows and taking away their farts. And back to first principles thinking. Simplify and optimize. A common mistake is to simplify and optimize a part or process that should not exist. Take a step back and look at the industrial food system. What are these companies doing now? They're adding in artificial intelligence, they're trying to densify, they're trying to make things more efficient within the existing technology. But no one has really actually questioned, should we be using this technology in the first place, or are there other technologies we can use? Now, we could all become vegetarian, or we could become vegan, we could eat more rice and beans. We've been trying to do that for decades, and apart from some people who get it, most people aren't making those decisions. So we're going to have to make meat production more efficiently. Now, we can either simplify and optimize the existing processes which are wrong. Maybe we shouldn't be simplifying and optimizing those processes in the first place, or we can be using much more efficient technology from the outset. I'm Chris. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.